got some fresh new young talent doing some things that I know you haven't heard before.
Hi!
There are times when you have to, like, take off the costume and just be yourself.
Being yourself is the best thing you can do. And I wish 14-year-old Taz knew that.
I am really, really, really proud.
Wait, take a minute. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional.
It's okay.
The more I got on stage, the more I realised the slower you pace yourself, the more brilliant everything is.
I'm about to go on a pretty big personal journey. I'm gonna go back to high school. I just really want to connect with the students because it was probably one of the most toughest times in my life. I felt really uninspired, and I just feel like you put on a pandemic on top of that, and it must be so hard to navigate. So my hope is that I can be the person I would have been inspired by when I was in high school. My plan is to write and perform a spoken word poem at Assembly for the students based on the time I spent with them. But I've got 1 week to write this poem. So, you know, no pressure. Not internally panicking or anything. It's completely fine. It's fine. Let's hope it's fine. It best be fine. Because I've never done anything like this before, I'm gonna be reaching out to people who have personally inspired me to, like, help me with this process. Hi, Casey. I'm working with YouTube on this documentary all about inspiration. I should change it. Inspiration. I think you know where this is going. When I think of a person that really inspired me, it would be Casey Neistat, right? Because he went from nothing to something.
Are you happy? Are you happy with the life that you live?
And it's almost like what he was for me is what I'm trying to do for these students. Okay? In 3, 2, 1, I've done it. I've done it. I've done it. Okay. Okay. So we both went to the same high school. What would you say Willow's kids were like when we were there?
The type to trip you over in the corridor just for the
Yeah,
lol.
or really snarky comments.
Yeah,
a lot
yeah,
to
yeah.
say.
Mimicking you if you say something even the slightest way that, you know, they're not used to.
Moon is my closest friend. I've known her my whole life. And I would say we both didn't have the best time in high school.
They picked on you quite a lot. Like, I remember that.
Oh,
No,
thanks.
but genuinely.
Oh, that's, wow.
Genuinely, though. I just remember there's a vivid
What are you talking about? I was
memory.
really cool in high school. What are you talking about?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, my God.
I have to give you, like, a virtual COVID hug.
I didn't have many role models when I was in high school, but someone who had a big impact on me was my reg teacher, Miss Herring.
This is what I wrote as a tutor comment. I wrote, her current attainment shows that she is making excellent progress towards meeting her potential levels at the end of Key Stage 3.
It's so formal,
so
isn't it?
dry and rubbish,
So
that
formal.
bit. Taz's attendance and punctuality are also to be commended.
I was such a loser. I had no life.
No, you did. You're very academic.
Oh, okay.
Extremely committed to all of your work, so...
That's quite nerdy.
A little bit.
How would you describe Willows was known as?
So while you were there, it was at the bottom of the league table for the whole of Wales. As a teacher there as well, that's really hurtful because you are working your little socks off trying to get everybody through their exams. And you know how brilliant those kids are. You know how amazing they all are. And it is really soul-destroying.
Take a minute. I don't even know why I'm getting emotional.
That's okay.
I don't even know why I'm getting emotional. It's like, you forget, like, at the time, you're kind of made to feel like you're the lowest of the low. You know, even outside of school, the kids that went to that school, not coming from the best background.
No.
And so it's like, I think the reason why I felt so much pressure to do well is because I just wanted to get out of that.
Absolutely.
I didn't want to be in a classroom where people are like, arguing all the time, fighting all the time, like just to study in class.
Yeah, yeah.
At the time, I didn't know any different, right?
Yeah.
At the time, that was my whole world. So I just thought all classes were disruptive. All school was like, you're gonna get bullies, you're gonna have to fit in, you're gonna have to just be miserable in school. Growing up, I couldn't see a lot of opportunity. But would I be the person I am today if I didn't have my upbringing? I honestly don't think so. I want to go back to high school, and I don't want it to be known as that place of like, oh, there's no ambition and we're the lowest of the lowest.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to go back there and show them you can be whatever you want to be, and you can go on to do whatever you want to do.
I am really, really, really proud.
Oh, dude, no, you're gonna make me cry again.
No, honestly.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
And also, don't forget to say good morning. Thank you. Staff appreciates that.
This is my red class. It feels like nothing has changed. I was the classic teacher's pet, top of the class, tried to get the best grades. My whole life revolved around studying. I didn't have a social life. Still got gum on the chin. If you asked Taz back then, who are you as a person? What are your interests? What do you do for fun? She wouldn't have been able to say anything. Like, she had no experiences. We didn't go traveling. I didn't really have any hobbies. Just liked watching YouTube videos, and that was pretty much it. The students are going to inspire the poem I write. So hopefully, through meeting the students, I'll get ideas on what I should perform. I thought I'd be nervous, but actually now that I'm here, I'm just excited to meet the kids. I don't know what to expect. I hope we get on really well, because that's the most important thing, is getting along with the kids. Today, mission is to make friends with the kids. Hi! It's nice to meet you guys. So if I ask you what would your dream job be, what would it be?
Formula One driver.
I like that you're ambitious and you're like thinking of something wild.
What did you do when you were 11? Wanted to be?
I had no idea. Can we just end it? Like, I think it stressed me out how much I didn't know what I want to do. Do you know what you want to do?
I wanted to first to be a footballer, but then my dad told me that to be a doctor is better for you. And then when my grandpa told me that, builder.
Oh, okay. My dad wanted me to be a lawyer. I think he's kind of being like, yeah, this YouTube thing's cool and everything, but like, when are you gonna do the LPC, huh? When I was in high school, inevitably I did feel pressure from everyone. But I think most of that pressure was me putting it on myself. So it's +7, so we're on 40. And then what's 40 divided by 5? 8. I knew that. Okay, this is getting embarrassing. How about I test you now? Now's your turn to have a go. And I'll try and help you.
So you times 7 by 2, which gives you 14. Take away 5 to get 9.
I don't even know if that's right or wrong. I'm just gonna say correct.
I feel like I put a lot of pressure on myself to do well because I don't like failing. But what was school like for you when you were at Willows?
For me, it was about like getting the grades, like passing an exam. But then I didn't know much about myself as a person. So I felt like I was just almost ticking the boxes. But who was Taz? What was she into?
I feel like there are certain things that I just wouldn't be good at. But other than that, I feel like I can do whatever.
That's amazing. I wasn't expecting to feel as many things as I felt. But it's been a lot more than I expected. More emotions. I did feel like it was very different to when I was in school. The students were a lot more ambitious. They were a lot more optimistic. And I think that's what's been so nice. It's like they're so expressive. I don't know, I'm gonna have to like reassess, process everything, think about all the conversations and make sure that the poem accurately reflects their voices. Because, you know, at the end of the day, I am performing this spoken word to year 7s right now. So I want it to be something that they can relate with, but also stay true to me as well. So it's about finding that balance and bringing the two worlds together, 10 years apart into one piece. Wait, what? Casey Neistat is free to talk today. Casey Neistat is free to talk today. I knew I should have washed my hair. Come on, we gotta go speak to Casey, hurry up. I've got 10 minutes to say everything. Like, if he says Taz, that's gonna be insane. I'm gonna try not to overthink it. My mum even knows the name Casey Neistat. We're not gonna overthink it. It's just two YouTubers hanging out, isn't it? This is just what I do on the regular, you know? You'll never guess who I'm about to be on a call with. I am gonna go on a FaceTime call with Casey Neistat.
That's nuts.
I know, it's weird. Okay, wish me luck, and I'll speak to you soon. Okay, bye. Oh, gosh. I feel like I'm getting sick. my God, okay, people. Hi! Oh my God, I'm kind of freaking... Oh my God, hi! I promised myself I wouldn't get too emotional, so I'm gonna keep it really cool.
You do something in your videos that there's not enough of on YouTube. We all play a little bit of a character on YouTube, you know? Like, I'm like the fun skateboard cool guy. But then there are times when you have to, like, take off the costume and just be yourself. What you do with your spoken word videos, it's like you take off that costume and you just show your absolute vulnerable self. And that's the most powerful thing ever.
I told myself I wouldn't get too fangirly because I kind of want to come across a bit cool, but I cried already, so that's gone out the window. I think a big part of where I am today is you know? What I love about you is, like, you just go for it. Like, I don't know, do you care what people think? Because it seems like you don't care what people think. And let's be honest, poetry isn't the coolest thing in the world to your sevens, so I don't know, but I kind of just...
Yes, you have absolute agency here. Like,
yeah.
There's only one person that determines whether it's going to be great or not. And that one person is you, so therefore it's going to be great. Because the truth is, when you're doing your spoken word poetry, anybody who's going to sit there and cast judgments on you, like, they know nothing. So any part of you that you surrender is bringing you down.
You have made my 2020. You have actually made my 2020.
Thank you for saying that. That's very kind of you.
And
good luck
thank
with
you.
all of your future endeavors, but with this especially, and let me know how it goes.
Yes. Okay. I'll see you later, bro. I don't know what to say. Bye. Bye. Oh my God. Oh my God, that was so nice. That was a very surreal moment. I did fangirl. We always knew we always knew that. And I cried. Oh, I gotta stop with the crying, bro. We're not crying anymore. Cut. It's terrifying performing in public. It's not something that I have a lot of experience in. I'm so used to filming in my bedroom, doing multiple takes, editing it. This is like you got one chance, and it's almost like you have to just like trust yourself in the moment and just go for it and see what happens. And that's low-key terrifying. Sully Briggs was actually one of the first spoken word artists I came across, and I was just captivated by his confidence.
Are we both soldiers in a war that no one has trained us for? Is it Mr. and Mrs. Smith? Get her before she gets me. You see, sometimes I think maybe I should resurrect the pimp in me. Just in case she ever decides to shoot, then he can take the bullet for me.
So the thing that I struggle with the most is, and the thing I don't have a lot of experience in, is performing. So I was hoping maybe you can be like the audience member kind of thing and just observe and give me as much advice, because I'm such a fast talker as well.
I'm a fast talker as well, naturally, but on stage, you learn to, you know, it's like music. You learn when to speak fast, when to speak slow, and it's like, I've got stuff on YouTube from years ago. On stage, I'll just be like, really fast, innit?
Yeah.
But the more I got on stage, the more I realized the slower you you pace yourself, the more brilliant everything is. Maybe you recite something that gives me a sense of...
Oh, man, I really should have had a bit more.
Cool, just run through, man, then we'll just work it out there.
So I keep I keep preaching to work hard and follow your dreams, yet my mindset has been completely different lately.
So the first thing is, like, I don't think you have a problem with saying things. I think maybe you overthink when you get into the poetry, and that's where your delivery...
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
Once you're as normal as you are, as animated as you are generally, then you can get into, like, connecting with people. Do you get what I'm saying?
It makes so much sense, right? If I talk in my natural manner, then they're going to connect with me in my natural way.
It's as simple as that.
I get... It's wild to me that I never thought of it that way.
It's going to be perfect.
Good morning, it's Nation Radio across Wales. This Sunday from 6, Cardiff and Swansea are going into local lockdown. We must wear a face mask and we cannot enter or leave our area without a reasonable excuse.
It's the big day, the day of the performance. Originally, the plan was to perform at the high school, but Cardiff is currently under lockdown restrictions, so instead of doing the assembly, I am going to be performing in this huge theatre in London. Great, no pressure then.
people around here, we don't make it very far. We can't afford to dream big because we don't get the best start.
I know the words, I memorized it, I know it. I just feel, which is perfect when you're about to perform on stage. So that's about me. Okay, so that's me. So I'm gonna try and breathe. I'm gonna trust myself. I'm gonna trust myself. Ready? It's the year 2005, and I feel trapped. People around here, we don't make it very far. We can't afford to dream big because we don't get the best start. We're stuck. We're neglected. Before we even try, we feel rejected. Low-income household, low aspirations, no role model to look at for any form of inspiration. My whole personality is built around what others want from me. Ultimately, the biggest lesson I've learned through all of this is that being yourself is the best thing you can do. And I wish 14-year-old Taz knew that. I spoke to my Reg teacher, and she told me she was proud of me for pursuing my dream. And I just started crying. I didn't even realize how much hearing those words would mean. It made me realize that teachers just wanted the best for me, and that it wasn't as intense as it once seemed. If there's anyone here who feels like I did as a kid, then I strongly urge you to be bold and be brave. Make your voice heard. Challenge yourself and take up space. You only get one chance in life. You're the main character, and the world is your stage. Thank you. At some point, you just have to live for yourself, and that has literally been a 10-year journey for me. And maybe this experience was me saying, end of chapter, I'm gonna be me. And cut.
If you work hard and you're brave, that is kind of the recipe that has never failed anybody.
Make sure you're chasing fulfillment rather than other people's validation, other people's expectations.
And don't be afraid, just go for it. Try new things.
Keep going and click for Taz.